everyone. Peace, love, and infinite blessing. It's your girl, Isis Love, tuning in live and direct for a message of the day, right? I'm just super pumped up about diving a little deep today and sharing my experience and my life and the journey that I have walked to get me at this place today. And then I'm going to tie it into the recession, the government recession. So right now, as we do or we do not know, some people are not able to get their tax returns right now. The US dollar is going down. You think the things are just going haywire. People are not getting their checks. Things are going crazy, family. And we have to, and it's only going to get crazier, right? And so we have to be able to prepare for what's to come, right? We have to make smart choices. We have to change our environment. We have to change our mindset so that we are ready to be equipped for the recession that's going to be coming in 2020. Family, there was already a recession about maybe 10 years ago when stocks fell, real estate failed, the dollar fell, like it was crazy. And we still have people, to this day that are struggling to get back at balance from the recession, from the last one. So what I kind of want to do today is just share my experience on some of the things that I had went through, and I'm so happy that I did because it has prepared me for what's to come. So a little bit about me, family. About 5 years ago, I remember I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was trying to keep up with the Joneses and have all the luxury cars and every time I went out the shop, I had to have the brand new hat, shoes had to match, socks had to match, the belt had to match, but still I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? Everybody around me, my friends around me, it was the same thing, it was about, keeping up with the Joneses, the luxury cars, but they were still living paycheck to paycheck, right? And the only thing that we were doing, right, 5 years ago, the only thing that I was doing is 5 years ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? I was partying, I was drinking. I didn't know how to manage my money. I didn't even know how to make money work for me. I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't even know what investments was. Like, I didn't know anything 5 years ago. But one thing that I did know is that I started to pay attention to everyone around me, right? I started to pay attention, and I started to see a like-minded story. A lot of people were around me, were going through the same thing, working a lot, right? Working, not getting paid that much. And so I had an experience where I was working and we got furloughed, right? We got furloughed, and that hit home because I had a lot of different bills that I had to pay, but yet my money was being held up because of the furlough. And I had a very close friend whose daughter, was very, very sick, and so she always had to, take her to the doctors, and she was piled up on these medical bills. And so when we got furloughed, her daughter had got really sick. And so she was relying on that money from her job, which she had already put her time and energy into working for those people, and they just held her money up, right? And so when I seen that 5 years ago, I declared to myself that I was not going to be working for anybody anymore. Because if us as people pour our hearts and souls to build these businesses for other people and build up their empire, but yet they don't care about us, they just want to stop our money. I was like, no, baby, something has to change. So what I had to change and what you should change so you could prepare for the next recession, the first thing that I had to change was my environment, family. My environment. Our environment plays so much into our reality and how we manifest things into this reality, right? And what do I mean about that? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my environment 5 years ago. 5 years ago, Isis Love wasn't even Isis Love, right? 5 years ago, I was in Germany, living my best life. I mean, I always live my best life, right? That's just my birthright to live my best life. But when I was in Germany, I was partying. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking, right? I probably was doing some type of what we would call ecstasy or something. 5 years ago, Isis Love was wild, right? And my environment didn't feed me. My environment kept me in the realm of living paycheck to paycheck, partying and clubbing, shopping, right? I didn't do anything for personal development. I didn't have any mentors around me. I didn't have anybody around me to help pull me out of the situation I was in. It wasn't until that lady's situation really sparked interest in me to do something different in my life. So one of the first things that I did changing my environment was I stopped going out and partying and drinking, right? Because every weekend, all of my money was going to drinking and partying and buying shots for the team. Shots. Y'all remember that song, Shots, right? When that song used to come on, I used to be at the bar, lining it up for my friends. But keep in mind, I was still living paycheck to paycheck. So going to the club, buying shots for my friends didn't make any sense because I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? So if anything, I should have been taking that shot money back then 5 years ago and start trying to pay off some of the debt that I had, right? And start trying to pay off, and start to pay off on and start investing, right? So that's what I had to do. I had to change my environment, and it started with stop going out and partying and clubbing, right? The second thing to change my environment is I had to surround myself around like-minded people. The people that I was hanging around with, they was always complaining. They was always talking about how they didn't have any money, right? They were, living paycheck to paycheck, as I said, So I had to cut those friends out because I knew that if I wanted to better myself financially, I knew that if I wanted to become an independent business owner, an entrepreneur, and start to learn how to make money for me, I had to cut those people off. And trust me, it was hard, family. I know for some of you it's hard, right? You have you have people that you rock with for 4, 5, 6 years. Some of your friends you just really been rocking with for a long time. And it's hard for you to just drop them like that. Well, I'm not saying you have to drop your friends, but what you do have to do is distance yourself, right? Because if you want to start having an entrepreneurial mindset, and you want to start learning how to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you can't do that by being surrounded with people living paycheck to paycheck. No disrespect. I'm just speaking facts, right? When I deliver, I like to deliver direct and I like to deliver real, right? So you cannot go far with that, family, because we are like sponges, right? We absorb our environment. Our environment inspires us in the way, right? So, number 2, I had to stop going and drinking and partying. I had to change my friends. So right now, family, if you know that you want to level up in 2019, right? Because 2019 is about leveling up, right? So you want to level up, you have to start changing the friends you hang around, right? So let me give you a quick tip, because you're like, well, Isis, well, where do I find, like-minded entrepreneurial people, where do I find these people at so that I can level up and, start learning how to make money for me? Well, one thing that I'll suggest is, has anybody heard of Eventbrite? If you have heard of Eventbrite, just say I have, right? Just drop it in the comment bar if you have heard of Eventbrite, right? Eventbrite is so amazing because you get to choose who you want to hang out with. 1 second, family. I have my computer. I have my computer on, so it's kind of like going in the background. So anywho, you have to start going on an Eventbrite, right? Find events. Find events where you're going to be able to hang around entrepreneurs or be able to hang around like-minded people so that you can evolve, right? So go to Eventbrite, check it out, find some people. The third thing that I had to do to make sure that I got out of living paycheck to paycheck 5 years ago was I had to start changing the way I ate. I had to start changing the way I ate, family. You talking about McDonald's queen? Baby, let me tell you, I was the McDonald's queen. I love the double cheeseburger, you know, with the fries and all of that, and the Fanta, because in Germany, McDonald's is a little bit different from McDonald's in the States. So 5 years ago, I was going ham on McDonald's, baby. You talking about pork bacon? I was going ham on the bacon, right? I was going ham on these things that were not conducive to my mind, body, and spirit, right? Because you are what you eat. So by me eating all those different type of things, my mind wasn't right. Right? I couldn't even think clearly because I had McDonald's on the brain, right? I had pork bacon on the brain, right? Literally, family, seriously. You are what you eat. So that is what I had to do. I had to change the way I was eating. What did I start to do? I started to cut out little by little meat. Right? Little by little meat. And some of y'all like, whoa, Isis, hold on. I love meat. And I know a lot of successful people that do eat meat, right? I'm speaking about my story and what I did to make sure that I cultivated a healthy, holistic mindset to be able to learn how to make money for me and not work for anybody. Okay, family? So, yes, the dollar menu. Okay, she was at the dollar menu too. So I had to stop. So I slowly stopped cutting meat out of my life. And mind you, family, I didn't pressure myself to do this. This came like it was just like natural, like it just flowed for me, right? So I started cutting off pork because we know how that pork can be. Lord, that pork can be serious, family. That pork can be serious, right? So I had to cut out the pork. Next, I had to cut out the beef out of my life. Then I had to cut off turkey, cut off chicken, I cut off fish. Before you know it, I wasn't eating anything. Now, I'm not telling you that you cannot eat meat, right? Everything is in balance, right? Everything is in balance. So how are you going to balance that so that you can start incorporating more holistic foods? Foods that are alive, right? So that was the third thing that I had to do, right? The fourth thing that I had to do, family, is I had to start working out. And I'm giving you step by step, I'm giving you the 12 steps to success, right? It may not be 12. I don't know how many I'm going to give you. But basically, I'm giving you the steps to be able to prepare for this recession that is coming up, right? And I'm going to tie it all in, right? So the fourth thing I had to do is I had to start going to the gym. Family, I had to start working out. I had to start moving my body. We are mostly water, right? 90% of our body frame makes up water, family. And we're energy. And so the body gets old when the body doesn't move, right? When the energy doesn't get to flow freely through your body, it becomes blocked in certain portions of your body. So the energy has to flow in your body. You have to move your body, whether it be from going to the gym, or maybe it might be doing yoga, doing Tai Chi, whatever it is. You have to start moving the body and waking it up. Waking up all of that, the stuff in your body, right? Because when you wake up your body, you wake up the mind. The blood starts pumping, right? And the chemical reaction starts happening in your brain. You're getting more oxygen to your brain. Some people's brain can't even barely breathe, right? It's like they need an asthma inhaler for the brain, right? Because the brain is just, it's not breathing right because we don't have enough oxygen flowing to the brain, family, flowing to the brain. So that's one thing I had to do. The next thing, which is, what number are we on? I think we're on the 6th thing, I think. The next thing I had to do is I had to start meditating, family. Meditation. Any successful person that you come in contact with or you have talked to, they will tell you that they meditate. They meditate. They have their affirmations, right? Meditation clears the mind. It clears the mind. Let me give you an example. Have you ever been in a situation where, here's a good one. It just happened to me. My tires popped on my car, right? So have you ever been in a situation where something happened and it triggered you and you just popped off, like your whole day was just done because of what happened? Well, what I find is that when I meditate, it slows my brain down to be able to assess what is going on, right? Instead of just popping off and getting all razzle dazzle, right? It stops me to be able to, instead of reacting to a situation, I'm able to sit back and reevaluate the situation, right? So when you meditate and you're making financial, decisions, meditation plays a big key because, for one, you can meditate and work on manifesting wealth, right? You can meditate and meditation can help you manifest wealth, right? But of course, you have to feel it and you have to believe it. You have to feel it and you have to believe it, right? But meditation just helped me make better financial decisions, right? Better financial decisions because I was able to make more intentional moves, right? Because often we have this wants versus needs factor, right? Where we think we always need we always need something, when in all actuality we just want it. So by me being so strong in my meditation, I'm able to make different financial choices, right? I'm able to fully think it out and do things based off of my intentions, right? So I had to meditate, right, family? So the more I meditated, the more I ate good, the more I worked out, the more I changed up my environment, changing the people I hung around with. And another thing with environment, decluttering your life. Declutter your life, family. They said godliness is close to cleanliness. You basically, to be godly, you need to be clean, right? I don't know the whole quote, right? But, to be godly, you want to be clean, right? So that means decluttering your life, not only from people, but decluttering your life from habits. And habits are not a bad thing because we have healthy forming habits and we have habits that don't get us nowhere in life, right? So you have to release and declutter the habits in your life that is not expanding you, right? So one of the habits for me was the smoking and the drinking, the partying and the drinking. I had to release that, right? I had to release the habit of eating McDonald's, right? So declutter your life, right? Start going through your Facebook timeline. People that's talking about craziness, right? It's a lot of craziness going on in the timelines, especially with Trump popping off. You got the whole R. Kelly thing. You got Bird Box. Look, family, if we could take that same time and energy to post about Bird Box, we could take that same time and energy and meditate for a little bit, right? Because a lot of people say, well, Isis, I don't have time to meditate. We always have time. Everybody has 24 hours in the day to make it do what it do, baby, right? From the richest to the poor, right? We all have 24 hours to make it do what it do. So make some time for yourself. Invest in yourself, family. Invest in yourself. Right? So the other thing, and then I'm going to wrap it up into the recession. The other thing and the most important thing that I had to do, family, is learn how to manage my finances. Yeah. And yeah, if anybody knows Isis Love, they know that Isis Love is about her coins, and she's about educating, empowering, and inspiring the community to start getting more personal with your finances, family. So personal, right? So I hear it all day long. I don't have any money. I'm broke. I don't have any money. Well, family, we don't have any money because we don't manage our finances. We do not manage them. What do I mean by managing your finances, family? Every Sunday, right? Shout outs to my partner, Aaliyah Shanti Gumbo, right? I love it. That's another thing. When you start changing your vibration, you start to manifest your desired partner that's on your level, right? And so I'm just so happy and grateful right now that I have done the work to be able to manifest myself, basically, right? So every Sunday, scratch that, every day, me and my partner, right? We track our finances. What we spend, what did we spend it on, and why did we spend it? You have to spend money intentional. You have to ask yourself, well, damn, do I really need this? Or do I want it? And there's nothing wrong with getting things that you want, but you just got to weigh that out depending on your financial goals. So every Sunday, we take and we do a financial overview. We take the last 7 days, right? Or 6 days, because Sunday will make the 7th day. And we backtrack. And we see what was our spending habits, how did we save, and what money came in, right? It's so important for you to know what money is coming into your life and where your money's going, right? So every 7 days, we budget out. And budgeting doesn't mean that you can't go do what you want to do, because best of believe, I still go do what I want to do. I just do it smart now, right? I do it smart now. And I'm going to ask some questions because I see we have some comments and stuff in here. I'm going to reply. I see Shaman Hands, Daniqua. I'm going to look at some of your comments, but I want to finish this up really quick. So we section it out. We know how much money we're going to spend in 7 days for food. We know how much money in 7 days we're going to use for fun. Fun meaning maybe you want to go out to the movies. Maybe you want to catch a play. Maybe we like to paint. So sometimes we go to different paint nights, right? We categorize how much money we're going to spend on household. Household meaning your toilet tissue. You need some brand new towels. You need some plates. Household, we budgeted out between gas money. Like how much money in 7 days are we going to spend on gas, right? Because half of the times we're driving to places that we really don't need to drive on. Family, I guarantee you, if you start to just do something so small like that, you'll start to see that you don't even need as much food like you think you do, right? We spend a lot of money on groceries because we don't have a food plan, right? You need to have a food plan. We don't have a food plan. And we just go into the grocery store like, just throw it in the bag, right? We all just throw it in the bag, right? You have to be conscious when you're food shopping and know. And I'm here to tell you that me and my partner, right? And I don't have any kids. Like I said, I don't eat meat. So my food intake may be different, right? I only spend $80 every 7 days on food. And half of the times we end up on the positive spectrum where we only end up spending $60 every 7 days on food. Now, your amount may be different. Your family may be bigger. You may eat more. I don't know. You may eat meat. Meat is expensive. I eat fruits and veggies and ligaments and nuts, you know. So my grocery list is my groceries are not that expensive, family. So those were like my 8 tips of different things that I had to do to live a financially free life, guys. Because like I told you, 5 years ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck. 5 years ago, somebody owned my time, right? Somebody owned my time. So really quick, before I go into the recession, let me just answer some questions really quick. And if anybody has any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the comment bar because I'm going to go through really quick. And I'm just going to elaborate on some of the stuff that people said. Let me see, people who don't have time to meditate need to meditate longer than people who do have time to meditate. That's an important a statement, shaman hands. When you don't think that you have enough time to meditate, then you definitely need to meditate longer, right? You definitely do, because we all do have time, right? So let's see, wealthy people without financial statements, they don't exist. Yeah, you know, even the wealthiest of people, they budget their money. They're keeping accountability of their money. They're seeing where their money is going, family. So flash forward right now, right? Right now where I am in my life, from taking those simple steps. Right now where I am in my life is being able to not work for anybody, right? To be able to turn around and help my community do the same very thing that I have done, to not work a 9-to-5 job, to be an entrepreneur. Because look, family, the recession is coming. It's damn near already here, right? And it saddens me to see my community, right? It saddens me to see my community, especially the women, right, out there struggling because they're relying on a government check, because they're relying on a refund check. Ladies, even the brothers, but I'm speaking to the ladies right now, because most of the times it's these single mothers with these kids that's having this problem, right? I get really emotional about it, because we got to change, family. We got to change. And some of the things that I told you and some of the things that you can imply into your life to change, right? And so we got to do better. We got to do better. We can't do the same things we did financially last year, this year, if we want to elevate, family. So, you know, not relying on the government is a big, important thing. Family, if we were just to come together as community and support each other, right? Shout out, you know, anybody that's struggling right now because of the, the government shutdown, the refund check. Just go ahead and, drop your Cash App in this comment bar. You know, I'm going to donate tithe some money to some people out there that may be struggling, because in times like this, we got to help each other, right? We got to help each other. We always want to look out for handouts, right? But we got to help each other, because the recession is going to continue to come. So my question is, what are you going to do, family? Right? If you're living paycheck to paycheck, then you got to find a way to bring in another source of income. One of my 3 pillars to my business, to my brand, is being authentic, right? Tapping into your authentic nature and pull out your talents and gifts. Pull out your talents and gifts. I know some of the stuff that I speak about, I already spoke about in some of my previous videos, is because I have to keep programming repetition into you until you enter and understand the importance of having multiple streams of income. Family, multiple streams of income has helped me be debt free, right? Multiple streams of income has helped me help other women worldwide also be able to bring in multiple streams of income, family, right? So whatever your talents and gifts, maybe you're a chef, maybe you like to cook and you don't even know that you're really a chef, right? You don't have to go to some culinary arts school to be a chef. You think our ancestors went to college and went to culinary arts, right, to become a chef? No, they didn't. So tap into your authentic gifts and share it to the world. Share your authentic gifts to the world, whatever it is. Share it to the world. Let us know what it is that you could do. And at the same time, get compensated for it. Right? Because if we just keep giving out free, it's not going to pay the bills. Right? It's not going to pay the bills. So whatever it is, if you look, family, let me show you. I make prosperity bracelets. Shout outs to all the people that, supported in their prosperity bracelets. I'm actually about to go to the post office after I leave this live. I love to make prosperity bracelets for people because I know with the crystals and the love and the affirmations that I infuse into my bracelets, that money is always going to magnetize to the people that wear my bracelets. So I love to make jewelry. Right? But guess what? That's another stream of income for me. That's another stream of income, right? So just imagine whatever you do can be another stream of income to help you start paying off some of that debt, right? To help you start investing. Because family, if you are not investing in 2019 in yourself or in any type of investment in vehicles, I don't know what you're doing. Right? We can't be scary no more with investments, right? We can't be scary no more with investments. Because I have to say something. In the last 10 years of your life, has your money in your bank account made money for you? Right? Let me break that down again. The money that's in your bank account, that has been in your bank account for the past 10 years, has any of that money made money on its own? That's what investments do. You take a small amount and you grow it, right? You compound it. We're talking about learning how to grow money like it's a plant, right? Because money is currency. You see, money is pure positive energy, family. Okay? So we really have to start getting into investments, right? We have to beat these people in their own game. Money in life is a game, right? But you got to know how to play it, right? We have to know how to play it because these people, this government, they know how to play it. And since a lot of us don't know how to play it, they're getting over on us, family. So we have to come together as a community and continue to educate each other, continue to empower each other, continue to inspire each other, right? But we got to do the work, family. 2019 is about action. Because we speak all day long, but our actions speak louder than words, right? So don't make up a whole bunch of excuses for your current situation because we don't want to play victim anymore, right? We don't want to play victim, right? We don't want to play victim anymore. We want to be the victor, family. So let me see if I could take some more questions really quick. I can't even front on that. I could use some fun. Okay, cool. I got you. Hands, show me hands. I just jumped back online once I get to my... Okay, cool. So yeah, family, that was all I kind of wanted to share today. I just wanted to just give you my background because a lot of people don't know where I came from, right? A lot of people just think, boom, Isis Love is just this financially independent being. But no, that's not where I came from. Right? That's not where I came from. I came from paycheck to paycheck, right? I came from a childhood of paycheck to paycheck. I came from a childhood of struggle. Right? So we all have been through this, but I chose to rise above my current situations to better myself, right? So I love each and every one of you, family. I'm going to drop my link tree in the comment bar below. If you want a consultation from me, I do a 20-minute free consultation. If you want to know some of the investment vehicles that I have been investing in that has helped me be able to make daily from my home, please check out my link tree and schedule an appointment. In the meantime, family, keep doing you. Keep doing you. Don't let nobody stop you, and don't let nobody stop your shine. Peace. See the description of this video for links to Trade Nation University and Trade Nation Global, where you can learn how to become a skilled Forex trader, successfully earning profits and creating generational wealth. Don't forget to share and like this video. Also remember to subscribe to the channel to get notifications on my new videos. Peace, love, and prosperity, family.